This is Matt, and these are the metal vinyl releases for September 2023. Starting with September 1st, expect the 15th studio album from Swedish black metal band Marduk. This is Memento Mori, to be released by Century Media Records. Vinyl variants will include classic black as well as red, limited to 300 copies. Golden, limited to 500 copies, as well as white and silver. There'll also be a deluxe variant with alternate cover artwork, an ultra clear black extra heavy splatter vinyl, an A4 sized 8-page booklet, an A2 poster, and an art print, limited to 200 copies. Music videos available for both Shovel Beats Scepter and Blood of the Funeral. Both are sufficiently dark and filthy, with the first being slow and relentless, and the other track fast and blasty. The videos are definitely well produced and certainly add to the dark tracks. Check them out at the Century Media Records YouTube channel. So from what I've heard so far, I'm definitely interested in looking into this one. And that's kind of saying something for a guy who typically doesn't seek out black metal. Yeah, not too bad. Also on September 1st, we'll get the 14th studio album from German power metal band Primal Fear. This is Code Red, to be released by Atomic Fire Records. Vinyl variants will include transparent blue, transparent orange, and transparent red, all in an unspecified number of copies. Also orange, red, black splatter at 500 copies, and gold black splatter at 300 copies. And if interested in bundles, there will be one with the vinyl, the CD, a t-shirt, and a lighter, exclusive to the Atomic Fire web store. Also, the vinyl copies will have an etching on side 4. Music videos for the tracks Deep in the Night and Another Hero. Both are mid-paced power metal with some clear influence from Judas Priest, Queensryche, and maybe a little bit of Scorpions as well. Of the two, I lean more towards Deep in the Night, but check them both out at the Atomic Fire Records YouTube channel. So, I dug the more aggressive parts of these tracks, but I found the melodic bits leaning a bit poppy, especially in Another Hero, but I'd be willing to hear the whole record on release day and maybe give it a shot. Moving on to September 8th, look out for the 8th studio album from Canadian tech death band Cryptopsy. This is As Gomorrah Burns, to be released by Nuclear Blast Records. Vinyl variants will include Smog at 200 copies and Gold Black Galaxy at 2,000 copies. Music videos available for In Abeyance and Flayed the Swine. Both are super blasty and chaotic, would no doubt be of interest to fans of modern Cannibal Corpse and the like. In any case, watch the videos at the Nuclear Blast YouTube channel. So this is the band's first album in 11 years that might certainly appeal to some folks out there. As for me, I might check it out even if it's not immediately grabbing me, aside from some great solo work, admittedly. But, we'll see. Also on September 8th will be the 14th studio release from American guitarist George Lynch. This is Guitars at the End of the World, to be released by Rat Pack Records. Vinyl variant will be blue and black cornetto, which is better known to most of us as Pinwheel. Also comes with a poster as well as a download card, which includes 3 bonus tracks. There'll also be a deluxe fan bundle with the vinyl, the CD, hand autographed, the cassette tape, the poster, the download card with bonus tracks, a guitar pick, an insert, a sticker, and a promo flat with a photo collage on the back. This bundle will be limited to 75 copies, will only be available through Rat Pack Records. No music videos as of yet, but there is an audio track available for Borracho Boogie Deluxe. It's found at the Rat Pack Records YouTube channel. Check that out when you have a chance. Anyways, the available track definitely has an unmistakable Satriani vibe to it, but this will likely be a very guitar-centric release, so there's that. This also promises to be an instrumental record, which would make a whole lot of sense. Overall, it's enjoyable, but I'd need to hear more of it first before buying. And also on September 8th, expect the 9th studio album from American death grind band Dying Fetus. This is Make Them Beg for Death, to be released by Relapse Records. And since this is Relapse, you should expect some occasionally complicated vinyl variant names. The ones for this title will include Aqua Blue, Bone White, and Mustard Yellow tricolor merge with white, black, and blood red splatter at 217 copies, exclusive to Relapse.com. Blood Red at 296 copies, which is exclusive to Revolver magazine. Metallic Silver at 336 copies, exclusive to EMP. Mustard Yellow at 361 copies, exclusive to Direct Wholesale. Highlighted yellow with milky clear half and half with metallic silver, black, and blood red splatter at 408 copies, exclusive to relapse.com. Pool of Blood edition or blood red cloudy effect at 569 copies, also exclusive to relapse.com. Bone white with black splatter at 588 copies, exclusive to North America Indie Retail. Aqua blue and magenta galaxy effect merge at 1,028 copies, exclusive to relapse.com and Bandcamp. And sea blue at 7,546 copies. Music videos for Compulsion for Cruelty, Unbridled Fury, and Feast of Ashes. All are brutal, speedy, with a tech death edge, but of the three, I feel Compulsion for Cruelty wins by a hair. Don't let that stop you from checking into all three of these at the Relapse Records YouTube channel. So these three tracks are actually pretty good, so it's pretty much guaranteed that I'll check this album out when it's released and see if I buy it. Sounds promising, though. Moving on to September 15th, we'll get the fifth studio album from Mexican-American death grind band Brujeria. This is Esto es Brujeria, to be released by Nuclear Blast Records. Vinyl variants will include orange with red and black splatter and an unspecified number of copies, and orange-red split limited to 500 copies. Music videos are out there for Bruja Encabronada, as well as a lyric video for Mochado. Lots of yelly, almost hardcore vocals from both female and male vocalists respectively, with plenty of blasty grind. I dig both, but Bruja Encabronada gives me a bit more of a grab. Anyways, check out the videos at the Nuclear Blast YouTube channel. So, what I've heard here really is making me curious, which means I'll absolutely check this one out. It's pretty cool. Also on September 15th, look out for the latest live album from Norwegian black metal band Mayhem. This is Demonic Rites, to be released by Century Media Records. Vinyl variants will include black and an unspecified number of copies, transparent magenta at 1,000 copies, which will be a band store exclusive, transparent red at 500 copies, which will be a Swedish Outlets and Century Media Records exclusive, and silver at 500 copies, also a Century Media Records exclusive. There will also be a box set of this title with the album in gold vinyl, as well as a CD, a poster, a set list, a tour laminate with lanyard, and a signed guitar pick set, limited to 1,000 copies. Music video for the live track Malum. It's a top-notch performance along some solid cinematography, which is to say very, very dramatic all around. Watch it at the True Mayhem official YouTube channel. So yeah, Mayhem. Not my bag, but maybe yours. Anyways, check it out if interested. Moving on to September 22nd, expect the 16th studio album from American death metal band Cannibal Corpse. This is Chaos Horrific, to be released by Metal Blade Records. Vinyl variants, and there are a lot of them here, include black and an unspecified number of copies, fog marbled, charred remains, orange red ink spot, and orange marbled, all four of which US exclusives. Black and brown marbled, as well as silver with red streak, both of which US band store exclusives. Electric Smoke, which is a US tour exclusive. Slate blue marbled at 600 copies, which is a Pias exclusive. Charcoal brown marbled at 500 copies, which is a Sound Pollution exclusive. Burned Flesh marble, which is an EU exclusive. Pearl Violet marbled and Blood Sun marbled, each at 500 copies, and both an EU exclusive. Clear and white blue splatter at 300 copies, also an EU exclusive. Clear red and yellow splatter at 300 copies, which is an EMP exclusive. Turquoise and white splatter at 300 copies, which is a Napalm Records exclusive. Clear orange and red splatter at 300 copies, which is a Nuclear Blast exclusive. Clear black dust at 300 copies, which is an Eyesore exclusive. And red black dust at 300 copies, which is a Metal Blade Records shop exclusive. Music videos are available for the tracks Summoned for Sacrifice and Bloodblind. Both tracks are up to the standard you would expect from Cannibal Corpse, so certainly not disappointed at all. But you know what? Judge for yourself by checking out both at the Metal Blade Records YouTube channel. So yep, I am definitely looking forward to hearing this whole record. I mean, it's Cannibal Corpse. What do you expect? Also on September 22nd will be a box set of the final 4 albums for American heavy metal band Dio. This is the studio albums 1996 to 2004, to be released by BMG. Vinyl variant for each title will include Angry Machines on Halloween Orange with Black Marble, Magica on Transparent Blood Red and Black Smoke, Killing the Dragon on Transparent Yellow with Black Marble, and Master of the Moon on Electric Blue with Clear Milky Marble. plus the rare single Electra on a cobalt blue 7-inch. So given that I don't have any of these on the vinyl format, I might actually pick this box set up. Definitely a convenient way to get all of these albums at once. So yeah, I'm actually thinking about it. So one title that was officially slated for release on September 22nd, but was actually released early on August 18th, was this one. This is the third studio album from German blackened thrash band Cruel Force, entitled Dawn of the Axe, and released by Shadow Kingdom Records. Vinyl variants are Bone at 1,000 copies, Black at 800 copies, Red at 600 copies, and Swamp Green at 400 copies. There's also a picture disc variant limited to 100 copies, as well as a liquid black blood variant at 100 copies, which has actual liquid inside the record itself. That last variant will also set you back about $150 US, since they are custom handmade, so know that going in. 3 music videos out so far, one for At the Dawn of the Axe, available at the Nwatham Full Albums YouTube channel. That's NWOTHM Full Albums. The second is Across the Sticks, found at the Cruel Force YouTube channel. And the third is Night of Thunder, also available at the Cruel Force YouTube channel. So on this one, I'm hearing a bit more in the way of power-influenced thrash, but certainly with some old-school attitude. Not the least of which some strong early Exodus vibes. Overall, I dig it, and we'll definitely check it out. Moving on to September 29th, we'll get the second studio album from international heavy metal band KKs Priest. This is The Sinner Rides Again, to be released by Napalm Records. Vinyl variants will include black in an unspecified number of copies, orange blue black ink spot at 500 copies, and orange with black marbled at 300 copies. Music videos are out there for both One More Shot at Glory and Reap the Whirlwind. Digging both tracks, but leaning a bit more towards the more up-tempo Reap the Whirlwind at present. But do check out both at the Napalm Records YouTube channel. So I gotta say, this is a real step up from the debut record, which I actually already enjoyed. Of course, there are still 7 other songs I haven't heard on this upcoming album, so I will be waiting until release day to check out the rest. But again, the available 2 tracks are a noticeable improvement. Definitely keeping an eye out on this one. Also on September 29th will be the 5th studio album from Brazilian thrash band Nervosa. This is Jailbreak, to be released by Napalm Records. Vinyl variants will be Classic Black at an unspecified number of copies, as well as Violet at 400 copies. There'll also be a Die Hard edition with the vinyl in red, white marbled, a slip mat, a wristband, and a cotton bag. Music videos are available for Endless Ambition as well as Seed of Death. Both are incredibly vicious and bang-worthy, so I really can't choose between the two. That means you need to go to the Napalm Records YouTube channel and check them both out for yourself. So yep, based on these 2 tracks alone, it's likely I'm buying this one. Sounds fantastic. So a nice mix of subgenres this month. I'm particularly interested in hearing those upcoming releases from Nervosa, Dying Fetus, and Cannibal Corpse. But you know what? How about you? What are you getting this month? Let me know the band, the album title, and the date of release. Not only does it let me know what I missed, but it lets others know about them as well. At least those who join in on the comment section. Also, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to give it a like, but also consider sharing it and maybe even subscribing to the channel. And of course, if this is your first time checking out my channel, it might be helpful to know that my name is Matt. This is the Accusation Network, where each and every week I do videos on metal vinyl collecting. I also do videos on classic and modern metal in general. If you're interested in that, definitely check out my playlists. I do many shows in and around those subjects. Hell, I think you'll dig them. But of course, it's my channel. I'm going to say that. So anyways, as always, thank you for watching, and check back next month for even more metal vinyl releases.